Hello, I'm Dwight Schrute. This is the LZW General Manager Billy Graham and the APE General Manager Eric Bischoff. And we are one show away from Battle of the Brands. 2 matches will take place in multi-team matches between the 2 brands. And we are here now to find out the 2 teams first for APE. Bischoff. Thank you, Dwight. My team first is gonna be Samoa Joe. Joe. Next, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. What a team so far! Who's the third man? And the third man. Oh, wow. Dominic Mysterio. Dabbing up Samoa Joe. High five to Roman, and he psyched Roman. But he dabs him up. What a team. And Team LZW. First, the Almighty Bobby Lashley. Damn, seriously with a pyro, Bobby? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold. And if anybody touches anybody else on the other team, there will be maximum fines. This match is to be saved for the pay-per-view. Oh, chaos ensue and they're not waiting. Not waiting at all. Both teams going at it. Stone Cold Stunner to Dom. Oh, Lashley's going after Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe reverses Lashley. Coquina clutch. Stone Cold Stunner to both of them, his partner and Samoa Joe. Stunner to Roman Reigns. Helping Cody Rhodes to his feet. The Rattlesnake can't be trusted by no one. Stunner to the Nightmare, Cody Rhodes as well. And Stone Cold celebrating with the crowd. Stone Cold is going to Battle of the Brands, but can any of his teammates even trust him? Celebrating how Stone Cold knows how to best with 2 Steve Weisers. Hell yeah! Alright, Stone Cold, that's enough. But hell yeah. Hell no. Here's your chance, Justice, to go out there tonight and show me that you're not a total loser. That you have what it takes to be in the $1 Million Foundation. I don't know if you have what it takes. And I don't know if you have what it takes to beat Tommaso at Arena. But it doesn't really matter. Because I have your spot filled either way. Won't let you down, boss. Tommaso. Tommaso Ciampa, you think you can take my spot? You've got another think coming. And this sweat falling off my forehead. This intensity. But I hold back. No more. From now on, I take it all. And entering the ring, J.J. Justice. His opponent, Andre the Giant. Justice sneak attacking Andre. And Andre throws Justice off of him. Goes for the elbow drop. Justice out of the way. Heavy hands by JJ. Justice and headbutts to the Giant. JJ hits the ropes and hits a big boot to Andre. Andre fires back with a lariat, sending JJ Justice inside out and picks him up. Slams him behind him. Drops down with a headbutt. The Giant in control now. Justice underneath the boot. And going to pick the Giant up, and he's got the Giant off of his feet. Justice suplexing Andre. Back suplex. Hits the ropes. Gets caught by Andre and slammed in the corner. Shoulders to the gut by Andre, the biggest shoulders in the world. Justice kicking off the top rope. And sledge to the back, double sledge to the back of Andre by JJ Justice. Going to pick up the Giant again. He's got him up. Samoan drop perhaps, but Andre with elbows dropping Justice, getting out of that dangerous predicament for the Giant. And now Andre choking Justice on the mat, trying to slow the match back down to his pace. But Justice back body drop. And that had to have taken out a lot out of JJ Justice. Andre back to his feet. Rushes in. Throws Justice to the mat. And a drop kick by the Giant. Rolls back. Rolls Justice back. And he's got JJ Justice up. Justice with back elbows to the back of the head of Andre. Getting out of whatever Andre had in mind for him. Perhaps a bear hug. But now Justice has got a powerbomb, but no, Andre rolls through with the pin. 2 count. Justice was able to kick out with all of Andre's weight across his shoulders. And now Justice slams, gut wrench slam. Stomping down on the head of Andre the Giant by Justice. Justice with that kick to the face of Andre, but it had no reaction from Andre. Justice gets a boot from Andre. And splash down to the small of the back, the lower back of JJ Justice, and Andre going for a submission. Justice quickly to the ropes. Andre stomping the thigh. Goes for a boot while Justice on the apron. Justice bringing Andre out. Can he bring him out of the ring? No, Andre slamming Justice back in the ring. Back body drop. Justice able to escape and trips Andre back. And on the apron, back in with a splash. Justice. No, Andre rolls through with JJ. Fall away slam, but Justice lands on his feet. And out onto the apron to the top rope. Clothesline off the top rope by Justice. And a basement lariat. Justice out to impress Ted DiBiase and the $1 Million Foundation? He definitely has to with a suplex. Well, he's not going to impress Ted unless he gets the win here tonight. Big shot by Andre. And if he's able to get a win over Andre, that's got to put him high in the rankings for title matches. He's got Andre up. What strength Andre able to power out. Forearm across the jawline of JJ Justice. Powers him up. Power bomb to the mat. Goes for that basement lariat, but JJ Justice ducks it and he's up. Flying forearm. And just throws Andre out of the ring. Looked like he was going for a sidewalk slam, and he sidewalk slammed him completely out of the ring. The ref going to check on Andre and CM Punk. CM damn Punk in the ring. GTS to Justice, and he nails it. CM Punk costing Justice's match. Going to check on Andre and Julia Price having none of the shenanigans, telling CM Punk to get out of here. Andre rushes back to the ring. Elbow drop. Oh my God, Andre just got what was thrown at him? A title. The APE World Heavyweight Championship was just thrown at the head of Andre the Giant. Julia Price trying to get the title out of the ring. The X-Later. The X-Later's here. Lightning Octopus to Andre. Into the boot of JJ Justice, and the X-Later gets taken out by CM Punk. Oh my, Julia Price is back, and JJ Justice gets to his feet, boot to CM Punk off the apron. And he's got Andre the Giant. He's got him up. What strength by JJ Justice to powerbomb the Giant. He's holding him up, stalling. Last ride, JJ Justice with the win here tonight over Andre the Giant. Can you believe it? And your winner, JJ Justice. JJ Justice with the X-Later's AP World Heavyweight Championship, and he's staring at it. And Justice handing it over and thanking the X-Later for the help. Contest is a #1 contender tag team gauntlet match, where the winners will face the Bludgeon Brothers at the 20th episode anniversary of Desolation. Introducing first, Wesley and Zachary Wentz, the Rascals. And Zachary Wentz trying to dab up Julia Price. Julia Price not having any of it. Wait, Julia Price dabbing up Zachary Wentz. Sly dog. Our opponents, Alex Reynolds and Evil Uno, Dark Order. And Alex Reynolds trying to get Zachary Wentz to join him, but Zachary Wentz kicking the hand away. A super kick neckbreaker combination. Wesley going to the top rope, but Alex Reynolds, oh man, throwing him all the way out. Goes for a dive on the outside, but Wesley avoids it back into the ring. What a drop kick by Wesley to Alex Reynolds, and Evil Uno with a kick to the gut. Goes for the DDT on the apron, but Zachary Wentz moonsault lands on Evil Uno, taking him out. Alex Reynolds, though, there stomping down on Zachary Wentz as he gets back up. Wesley back into the ring. Alex Reynolds rolls back in and gets taken out with a flatliner by Wesley. Wesley picking up Alex Reynolds, but Alex Reynolds overpowering Wesley and suplexes him into his corner. But his partner's not there to tag him, and there's Zachary Wentz. But Alex Reynolds has kicked him back into his corner. And West trying to tilt a world head scissor on back into his corner, but Alex Reynolds avoids it and slams him into his corner, where Evil Uno is waiting there with a big kick to the back of Wesley. Alex Reynolds guts him on the top rope. And oh my God, Frankensteiner off the top rope to Evil Uno, taking out Wesley, who was draped on the top rope. What a tag team maneuver. But these teams know that they are going to have to face the Bludgeon Brothers, the winner of this match, after a grueling gauntlet match. Go on to face the Bludgeon Brothers. But that's just what you have to do. You have to gruel it out and get those reps in if you think you stand any chance of beating Brody Lee and Eric Rowan, the most dominant tag team we've seen to date. Zachary Wentz gets the tag in, flips over Evil Uno, flips off of Evil Uno, and flips out onto Alex Reynolds. And he nails the sliced bread to the outside of the ring to Alex Reynolds as he comes back into the ring. Hits the Shining Wizard Evil Uno and snapmares him down to the ground. And setting up for that Raging Fire, Wesley throwing Zachary Wentz's moonsault into Evil Uno. And Evil Uno and Alex Reynolds are out of here. Who's the next team for the Rascals? Oh my God! They're back! And you see the Kenny Rascals, Omega, the look on their faces. And Will Ospreay, the Omega Assassins. What a chance to prove their worth as a tag team here tonight, but Will Ospreay going right after the Rascals, kicking Zachary Wentz into Wesley, springing off the rope, Sky Twister press, and now Zachary Wentz up. Zachary Wentz escapes, flying forearm, and a kick to Omega. Omega sends him into the ring. Zachary Wentz using the legs of Omega to take out Will Ospreay, and then power bombs Omega into Ospreay. Wesley over Zachary Wentz, kicking Omega and Will Ospreay, kicking Omega into Will Ospreay. Now Wesley throwing Zachary Wentz, Hurricane Rana into Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega's his neck is trapped in the ropes. Julia Price trying to help him get his neck untrapped in the ropes. Meanwhile, the Rascals pull Will Ospreay to their corner. Wesley up to the top rope. Julia Price finally got Kenny Omega's neck out of the ropes, but what damage has been done? And she's going over to tell Wesley that she didn't see the tag made. And that Zachary Wentz into Wesley, arm drag to Zachary Wentz across the ring. And handstand springboard into Wesley. And then that spiral kick to the back of the neck of Zachary Wentz. And now has got him in position for the Stormbreaker, Kenny Omega. What the hell? What the hell? Kenny Omega just V-triggered Will Ospreay, and that was blatant. What the hell, bruv? You better kill me. Are you kidding me? And another one by Kenny Omega, and he's picking up Will Ospreay. Oh my God, for the one-winged angel, Zachary Wentz pulling Will Ospreay off of Kenny Omega, and Omega just leaving. But Ospreay, he's not going out like that. He's still going to try to win this match even after eating 2 V-triggers. Stormbreaker, he nails it. And Ospreay, he gets it. Ospreay gets the 3 count over Zachary Wentz. Wesley tried to come in, but now Will Ospreay's got to contend without his partner. Oh my God, and against the Hurt Business. They're the Hurt Business
Bobby
now.
Lashley and Cedric
Shelton was not here,
Alexander.
and the Hurt Syndicate
Hurt
was
Business.
MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton, but Alexander and Lashley were always the Hurt Business, but it don't matter. Ospreay taking out Alexander. And on the back of Bobby Lashley sending Ospreay into the post and back into the ring. And Lashley's got Ospreay up. Ospreay escapes off the back of Lashley, but Alexander there to pull Ospreay off the back of Lashley. And Alexander springboard DDT spikes Ospreay's head in the ring. Field goal kick, but Ospreay ducks underneath, and he's got Alexander and flips him through. And look at Ospreay all over. Alexander doesn't know what to do, rolling through with Alexander, crossing the legs, going for that pin, that trap pin. And look, he had his foot on the elbow, trapping Alexander down to the mat. Alexander, I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Ospreay just got laid out by the Almighty. What a spear. And that's got to do it. Alexander with a pin, but Ospreay kicking out. Surprising kick out of the spear by Ospreay after all he's been through. And look, he's trying to grab a hold of the ropes, but he's too close to Lashley. And Lashley just smacking the hand of Ospreay away. So Alexander can nail that sick backbreaker, the chiropractic adjustment. And it's not enough. Ospreay still kicking out of 2 finishers and another chiropractic adjustment by Cedric Alexander and going for the tag to Bobby Lashley. Will Ospreay's got to be done. He somehow pulls himself back up, forearm to Lashley, but Lashley just domination, show dominator to the mat. And that will do it. There's no coming back from that dominator. He drove Ospreay through the mat. The Hurt Business wants this shot at the Bludgeon Brothers, but they're going to have to go through the bar. The bar making their debut on Desolation.
Sheamus and Claudio Castagnoli. The Bar. What a treat here tonight. The Bar versus Hurt Business. The fans going wild to see Claudio and Sheamus back together.
Lashley fires out the corner, going for the lockup. Sheamus, 2 bulls locking horns. And Sheamus grabs the headlock. Lashley shrugs him off. And they collide in the center of the ring. Lashley with a forearm. Sheamus with a boot to the gut and slams him into the corner. Sheamus trapping Lashley's arms in the rope. And a massive chop by Sheamus. And that woke Lashley up. Lashley back body drop to Sheamus. And a knee. And Sheamus, what a lariat, sending Lashley inside out and pulling him back to his corner. Tag made by Claudio. Sheamus picking up Lashley. Suplex, Claudio in. Claudio assisted suplex, slamming him down to the mat. Tilt-a-whirl into Bobby Lashley. Claudio drives down into him and then an uppercut sends him back down to the mat. Picks him back up, shots to the back, but Lashley powers Claudio back into his corner. And Alexander makes the tag. Alexander coming in with a big kick to the corner to the head of Claudio. And Bobby Lashley spine buster neck breaker combination by the Hurt Business. Cedric Alexander as Claudio. Chiropractic adjustment. Claudio out and an uppercut. Sends Alexander inside out. Alexander fires back. Rebounding off the ropes with a massive kick. Springboard Hurricane Rana. But Claudio slams him down to the mat. And he's got him. The swing. The giant swing by Claudio. Caught Alexander and winds him the other way into Lashley and uses the leverage to send him into Lashley. Goes for that uppercut, flying uppercut to Lashley, but Lashley ducks it. Claudio goes flying out of the ring. Enziguri back body drop combination. Sheamus elbows Cedric. But Bobby Lashley's got Sheamus up. Sheamus off the back. And Bobby Lashley sends Sheamus into his partner. Alexander rushes in with a kick, nails Sheamus, rolls through with Sheamus, throws him into the spear of Lashley. And the Hurt Business move on, I believe. Yes. Who's next for the Hurt Business? Wait a minute. Andre's back out here for a second match with CM Punk. And look behind you. Oh my God, is that Cactus Jack? Cactus Jack with a steel chair. He's back for revenge after being taken out by this group. Specifically by Andre at Battle Sanctuary. Dude Love was taken out and he's returned as Cactus Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Mankind in a Loser Leaves Town match against Roman Reigns. We've seen him taken out by Andre, his former tag team partner and tag team champions. And now he's returned as Cactus Jack, throws CM Punk into Cedric Alexander's chiropractic adjustment, and Lashley with a spear. And their first tag team. Another chiropractic adjustment to a spear, and CM Punk has been destroyed. My God, the Hurt Business with another win in this gauntlet, and Legacy is next, and they have beef after last week. And this, I'm being told, is the last match of the gauntlet. And Orton taking Lashley out. Alexander going after Orton, but Ted DiBiase there to take out Alexander. Alexander rolls through DiBiase. Hurricane Rana's Randy Orton into Ted DiBiase. Alexander has looked amazing in his debut here tonight. So many debuts here recently on Desolation. This is the premier wrestling show. Suplex from Alexander to Ted DiBiase into the corner, out onto the apron, kicks the leg of Randy Orton, springboard drop kick into Ted DiBiase. And out onto the apron, DDT, Orton shrugs him off, clothesline, kicking, seating Orton on the apron, and then kick him off the apron. Cedric Alexander, amazing. The action so quick, it's hard to keep up with. Ted DiBiase Jr. slamming Alexander to the mat, and then multiple shots raining down to the dome, and then the kitchen sink, slamming Alexander into the corner. Heavy shots raining down on the back of Cedric Alexander, and Ted DiBiase, massive chop across the chest. Alexander springboard over the back, and then an arm drag into the waiting Bobby Lashley's forearm. Cedric Alexander flying elbow to Ted DiBiase Jr. Goes for the tag, but Randy Orton trips Bobby Lashley off the apron. Kick to the gut by Ted DiBiase to Cedric Alexander. Bobby Lashley, though, does the same to Randy Orton, and he hits Ted DiBiase off the apron. Randy Orton ducks the clothesline of Lashley and a massive chop to Bobby Lashley. Alexander there with a kick to Randy Orton, flipping off Randy Orton. Bobby Lashley throws Cedric into Orton, but Orton had the ropes pulled down. Cedric Alexander goes flying, and then Randy Orton with his vintage neck breaker. And Randy Orton's had enough. He went for the punt to Lashley, but Lashley having none of it. Lariat. The momentum Randy Orton got, and Lashley using it against him. Back elbow to Randy Orton, send him down to the mat. Randy Orton leapfrog off Lashley and drop kicks Lashley, and uppercut to Cedric Alexander, flipping over Lashley, makes the tag to Ted DiBiase Jr. Randy Orton throwing
Bobby Lashley into a waiting kick of Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase suplexing Randy Orton into Bobby Lashley. Cedric has Randy Orton, but Ted DiBiase making the save. Double shoulder block to Bobby Lashley, but he's too powerful, and they just hit a brick wall. Amazing. Lashley's strength and stature is unmatched. Dominator to Randy Orton. Ted DiBiase pulls him off. Cedric Alexander springboard drop kick to both of them. And the spear by Lashley. And the chiropractic adjustment. No, Randy Orton counters and throws him into the count to break it up.
Julia, get over here.
Randy
Get
Orton.
over here, Julia. Oh.
On the apron, Julia Price going to check on Orton. Ted DiBiase went for the low blow behind Julia Price's back, but Bobby Lashley said nope. Lashley dominated Ted DiBiase into Orton. Orton caught his partner and Cedric Alexander with the house call, taking them both out, throwing Ted DiBiase back into the ring. Lashley with the hurt log locked in. He's got it. And Ted DiBiase forced to tap out. The Hurt Business are going to the 20th episode anniversary of Desolation. Cheers. Congratulations, Bobby. Good win. Can cheers to that. Give me another beer. Here you go, Bobby. You really think a beer is going to make up? It's pretty damn good beer. I'm just gonna stay back here and let us conduct our business. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I'm the leader of this team. One sec. No more stunners for you guys, just those 3 clowns. Yeah, I got my eye on you though. What? Damn it, Stone Cold. So it's just a muscle reflex. Drink you another one.
It's all good.
What? Alright, for this to work, I'm gonna need you both to acknowledge me. Yeah, I kinda have to. For now. Are you serious? Acknowledge you? Yeah, right. That son of a... He's not making us lose. Making his way to the ring, one half of the mixed tag team champions, Darby Allin. Exolator! That was quick. I see what you did last week, and I know you're a fighting champion. I know something myself about fighting champions, and since I've done nothing but win since I got here, what do you say, X? Battle of the Brands. Well, simple as that, it's official. Dwight Schrute here, and I'm joined here with Eve. Those 3 bitches, Legion, Emma, Mae Young. I want a shot at any of you. I don't care who it is. You want to be careful about making challenges without even really challenging anyone. What do we want? That's awfully rude. Whoa, can't be serious. Use that for your match. We did you a favor. Yeah, go fight Angry. Dumbass. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, making her way to the ring. Eve. And which member of the 3 bitches will she be fighting tonight?
It's Emma.
Hey, they're not called that. That's what they called themselves. And Eve. Emma. And here we go, we're underway. Eve versus Emma. Emma drops Eve down to the mat. Eve, though, with an armbar. Emma picking her up and slamming her into the corner and an elbow into the corner. Trips the legs, kick to the corner, throws her out. Headlock takeover, slamming her across the ring. A throwing headlock takeover, chop to Eve. Emma with a forearm, she's all over Eve. Eve with a kick to the midsection, trying to get back into this, but Eve gets thrown. She lands on her feet, though, and a knee to the gut of Emma. Eve was desperate to create some offense. Now she's got the abdominal stretch. And Emma pulling at the shirt of Julia Price to get to the ropes. Come on. Eve, the arm wrenching it. Emma went for a punch, but gets wrenched. And into the hammerlock, takes her down to the mat. Eve, look at that balance, and she's over. Cattle mutilation. She's got both arms. She's got the cattle mutilation locked in. Emma struggling, but she gets to the ropes desperately. Eve comes in with a knee, but misses, and Emma pulling her into the ropes. Emma up to the top rope, knee off the top rope to the back of Eve. Suplex. Putting her on the top rope. Emma heavy shots to Eve. And she's got her up. Superplex to the apron. And they tumble to the floor. The fans are enjoying themselves here tonight. Emma slamming Eve into that rock barricade, that stone, and drops her onto that stone. And a neck breaker, my God. No gift to that. Slamming her head first twice, Emma. And posing to the crowd, proud of her handiwork. Mae Young has been teaching Emma the evil ways of this business, and it is just ruthless violence. Emma's got Eve up, suplexing her down to the mat. Eve, can she get back into this? I don't know. Emma with a German suplex, sending Eve across the ring. And she gets back into it with a chop and a spin wheel kick. Using the ropes to hold her up, though. Goes for a flying forearm, misses. Emma with a boot to the face, knee to the gut. Back suplex. Inside out. Eve lands on her feet. Knee. High knee by Eve. Springs up to the top. Spiral. Oh my God. Face buster. I did not see that coming. Flatliner off the top rope. And it's not enough to keep Emma down. Eve has took 90% of the damage in this match, though. But that was a great way to get back into this match. Dragon suplex. Center of the ring. Goes for a field goal kick, but misses. Emma's got her up. Hangs her up on the top rope. Kick to the gut. Ouch. And Emma. Back suplex. Puts her on the top rope. Heavy shots by Emma up on the top rope. She loves the top rope. And my God, sidewalk slam onto that top turnbuckle. That's got to be it. Eve able to kick out. What a match. These two putting on a hell of a match. Famouser by Emma. And Playmaker by Emma. Two new moves in her arsenal, and they get the job done. What a performance by Emma, dominating Eve. And Eve called her out. Wait a minute! Molly Holly's back! Molly, Emma comes face to face with Molly Holly. Molly Holly arm dragging. Emma goes flying out onto the stage. Molly Holly has made her return. And Legion of Mae Young are here, but they just pull Emma to the back. What a return. Molly Holly's back. Well, it's main event time. What the hell is he doing here? Pay up. Not yet. Alright. Bring him out. What is he talking about? What? That's Hook! Who is that? Somebody just threw Hook out of here and he's a bloody mess. That's what I'm talking about, Jamal. I heard Ted say this man's name is Jamal.
Pay up.
Not yet. Alright, man, Jamal. And now what? Jamal picking Hook up on his shoulders. Where's he taking it? It looks like he's... Bro, oh, let's clear out, guys. Heck no, what does he have in mind? Jamal Samoan drop, my God, through the table. Shattering the announce table and Hook. His dreams of being the new level champion. Jamal trying to pose with us and sitting here, proud of his handiwork. Come on, raise the champ's arm. And still your new level champion. The NWO welcomes you to the APE Wrestling Superstore, where we will be selling a lot of merchandise. You know you want the Stingers merch and the NWO merch and the great Mudas. What, the Seekers are behind them and Rosie taking out Muda. Rollins on Disciple suplex in the APE Superstore. Hurricane taking out Sting. Do you ever think you would see the Hurricane beating up Sting? Muda biting the head of the Hurricane. Oh my God, but Rosie with a trash can to the back of Muda. And the great Muda with the fingers and he's got the mandible claw, but Rollins there. Apply the fingers away, but Disciple's got Rollins up and Rosie there. My God, what chaos here in the Alien Primate Entertainment Superstore as the Seekers of Justice attack the NWO. Hurricane has got Muda up. Vertebreaker. My God, Vertebreaker to the Lightning Zone champion. At Battle of the Brands, I've earned the right to decide who I fight. But my idea, triple threat. Whoever Asuka pins, I get their title.